Welcome to this week's episode of Destroy Your Head. My name's Pauldo. I'm here with Manda, Jayne.
Hello.
Oh yeah, I got a question for you.
Okay, go.
How old do you think E.T. was? Do you think he was like an adult alien, or do you think he was a kid?
A tiny baby.
You think he's a baby alien?
Well, like a toddler. I don't know, he can seem kind of dumb.
Yeah, he follows the Skittle trail. Is it Skittles or M&M's?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen E.T.?
No.
Fuck.
I've seen clips and stuff from it and like bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen the full movie.
Ah, so you know E.T.
Yeah, I know there's like a bike and it goes like over the moon.
In front of the moon. Weirdly enough, he's 10 million years old, apparently, from the book. It says
a baby.
No, he's still... Well, apparently he's still on the younger side for 10 million.
Yeah.
He's still not very smart for a 10 million year old.
No, because he seems dumb.
Do you reckon there's a loophole in that, though? Because they just say with light years and that, you age quicker if you're travelling from solar system to solar system. Technically.
I know nothing about light years and things.
No, I don't know. We're just taking Star Trek facts.
Never watched it.
I don't know. It's a guess. But yeah, I got some Game of Thrones news. Some cool stuff. Did you hear that they're doing the 4 spin-offs?
Yes, I did. I didn't read any articles about it, just the titles of the stories on Facebook.
Did they do titles of them?
No, like...
the title, like
the story.
When you're scrolling past.
So, yeah, just saying 4 spin-offs, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't need to read further. That said everything.
Yeah, well, don't call it a spin-off because George R. Martin might crack the shits. He released a blog a couple of days ago, confirmed that there's going to be some more spin-offs, but he's like, but I don't want to call them spin-offs. That makes it sound like it's Joey or like, or Fraser or something like that. But he's calling them successor shows or something like that.
What a fancy pants.
Yeah, what a pioneer. He's trying to change everyone from calling it a spin-off. No matter what your title is, it's still a spin-off.
It's a spin-off.
But basically, he's not bringing back... Well, from what I gathered in the blog, he's not... I don't know if any of the old characters have come back. But
is it
set in the same universe, obviously.
Prequel, sequel, or alongside the same storyline?
Well, not only did he just confirm that there's going to be 4 spin-offs, what he actually said is there's 4 different writers, and he's working with all of them, and he's helping them write them all. But there's actually a 5th one who's been now put on. So there's actually going to be 5. But they're not doing the whole series, obviously. They're just doing 5 different pilots. And they're all, going to be their own kind of standalone series, I feel like. But yeah, he confirmed that they're not doing Robert's Rebellion, which I know a lot of people will be a little bit upset by because everyone wants them to do Robert's Rebellion. Obviously that's technically the prequel in most people's mind.
Yeah.
But he reckons by the time Game of Thrones is wrapped up, if it fucking never ends, it's been gone. It got like his books. He did confirm actually some news on that, but basically he reckons by the time Game of Thrones is wrapped up, we should know everything about Robert's Rebellion anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a wasted story.
So hang on, this season that's coming out is the last season, isn't it?
No, I've got 2 more.
2 more? I thought there was only 1 more.
No, 2 more.
Oh.
So
that's actually a nice surprise.
Oh, do you think it was the last one?
I thought it was the last one. I was getting a little sad about it. That makes me... Oh, it's brightened my day. Thank you.
Yeah, with the following that Game of Thrones has got, those like successor films or successor shows, I don't want George getting on here and getting up us. I reckon like as well as Game of Thrones has done, if so many people gravitate towards the show, then they should do all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends if the pilots get picked up. But yeah, he said he's not doing Robert's Rebellion, and he's not doing another famous book he's done. It's called Dunk and Egg, and a lot of people wanted him to do that, but apparently he's got more to add to that before he goes ahead and does a show on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some cool Game of Thrones news, but yeah, he's very like he made his notes so negative. Like the way you read it, he's like, now just to disappoint because I'd rather do it now than later. We're not doing Robert's Rebellion and all this. It's like, man, you disappoint fans already by not releasing your books quick enough.
Yeah.
But like I said, he did touch on that.
Is it because he's old now?
Well, he's talking about Dunk and Egg, like he's like, yeah, I still got like 10 more stories I want to add to that, and then we'll probably do that in the future. It's like, how old do you think you're gonna fucking live for, man? Like, come
It's
on.
true. He is pretty old now.
But then
He should start wrapping things up and like.
I thought you were about to say you should start rapping.
Yeah. Imagine.
The George R.R. Martin project. MC Martin.
MC Martin.
Apparently he's working on a book. They called it the G.R.R. Marillion, like the Silmarillion from Tolkien's work. So I guess it's like the Bible of Game of Thrones, or the Winds of, or what's the story? The novels themselves are called what? The Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
First book was called Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I just gave Amanda like, no, don't touch that. She's playing for Rubik's Cube. You made an L. That's as far as you got.
Loser.
That's exactly right. Oh man.
And a T.
Have you seen these fidget spinners? We were just playing with one before.
Yeah.
Where do you think this little trend has started?
It was actually, I think they were created for kids that have learning disabilities or, I don't know.
Autism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently
Just to get them to focus. Apparently having them fidget with something helps them focus in the classroom.
It does make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it into the podcast, but I'm like, me and you got distracted by the bottle cap on the last episode.
I'm distracted by this Rubik's
and now the
Cube
Rubik's
you were
Cube.
playing with before we started. Can you take it away, please?
Yeah, chuck it over here. I'm going to have to clear the table before we film.
You'll have to, yes.
Remove everything. You're like a child.
I am a child.
God damn it. They're turning these things into weapons, though, these fidget spinners you're saying, at schools.
Oh, no, it's just because they're... because my friend's got kids that are in primary school, and she got sent an email saying, please don't bring fidget spinners to school anymore unless it's been...
Unless you're a ninja.
No, unless
They
it's
look
been
like ninja
prescribed
stars.
by someone to say that, yes, this will help you in the classroom. So, because other kids have just been getting them.
Well, they need a doctor's note or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Doctor prescription?
They have to actually have some sort of reason why they need to have the fidget spinner in class, and anyone else is not allowed to bring them in school anymore.
I don't think being bored is a...
No, well, because they're distracting and apparently they're causing fights and that sort of thing, so I don't know.
They're like a cheap version of Beyblades.
Yeah. My sister just recently got into Beyblades.
Actually,
it's a new thing now.
I was about to say, I seen a kid launching a Beyblade the other day, and I was like, holy shit, they're back. They're back in.
My sister got one. She got so annoyed because she didn't know how to set it up. And I was like, give it here. I know.
Veteran over here.
And then today, my friend's daughter, she's almost 10 this year. And she came up to me and she's like, I've got a pet in my room. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. What kind of pet? And she was like, oh, it's like a little electronic one. But it died while we were out today. And I was like, what? And then she showed it to me. I'm like, you have a little Tamagotchi? That is so cool.
What? They're making a comeback.
They're back.
Actually, I found my Digimon, my old Digimon the other week in a shoebox. We should put some batteries in that bad boy.
Oh, they're the little square ones that look like little bricks, hey? Yeah.
You can connect them and battle up.
Yep. Oh, that's right, you can. They came after the Tamagotchi. Yeah, no, this is like the little egg one, the original one.
Tamagotchi made the Digimon, though. It's still like, it's a boy version of it, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We should get the Digimon happening and make it the official podcast pet.
What should we name it?
I don't know. We'll have to get it started and figure it out.
Okay.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah,
see how many episodes it lasts.
We'll see what he looks like first, and then we'll name him.
We'll literally leave it in the room and forget about it until we come back next week and it's dead. And we're like,
And we'll have to hatch him again.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you? I'm afraid I never told you this story. Me and my mate, when Beyblades came out, we were probably in grade 8. Grade 8? Yeah. It's the transition from primary school to high school. And I went out and bought one of those Beyblade stadiums. And we were like, let's throw a tournament. So we made up these fucking posters. Not even kidding you. Made about 6 posters. Went up to the Waterford Plaza on the corner.
Yeah.
Put them all up around in one arvo. We were so nervous too. I remember us just sitting there on the corner of it was almost like we were stealing something. That's the feeling that was going through my chest. My heart was racing so fast. But we're sitting there on this bench and I'm like, yeah, I reckon we'll get it up there. We won't get in trouble. And we're sitting there debating whether we should put them up. Got all these posters up at the shops. Next day we take the the battle station thing I bought to the park, the Tiger Lagoon, right behind it.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
So yeah, so we put up all the posters at the shops. Tiger Lagoon's behind it. We're like, yeah, you know, we'll set a tournament thinking it's gonna be massive. Well, we actually got some kids show up. Hey,
Really?
Dead set.
How
Some
many?
parents. How many were in the tournament? Oh, I'd say maybe about 8 or
Really?
9. Dead set. They're all kids, and we're like 12 or whatever we were. We were fucking like monsters. And yeah, it was like $2 enter. It was official. Put your $2 in. Whoever wins gets all the money. Second got, you know, a certain amount. Man, this is what I was doing back when I was 12. I was organising events, Beyblade events. I got to the finals. I was actually in it as well. Like, me and my mate had to compete. That's the whole point of doing the tournament. So we could win.
I've only won 1 competition in my life. That's a lie. 2.
Oh, yeah? Were they
Both of
Beyblade
them were
related?
beer pong championships.
Ah, yeah. Well, they're the ones to claim to fame.
Yep.
I would.
Got it about $40. So,
You got $40 for it.
Yeah.
Or just
Well,
scam
'cause-
someone.
No, we all put like a couple of dollars in each.
Ah,
Because
like
there was 8
official
teams.
tournament.
Yeah, 8 teams of 2, and we had we did the whole versing each other and going down to the last 2 teams. And so me and my friend run one team, and then we versed obviously other 2 people, and yeah, we won.
Ah, you didn't make up posters and put them at the shop?
No, it was just like our massive friend group. We had 2 tournaments at different times, obviously, and me and my friend won the same
Kicked ass.
both tournaments. Yeah,
Nice. Made some money from it.
only one of them I think had money involved. That was the massive one we did that time. But yeah,
What was the other one you won? Or was it both just beer pong?
it was beer pong.
No.
Yeah, I came 3rd in handball competition though in primary school,
Ah, handball courts.
and there was like 100 kids in that
Oh, that...
competition.
Really?
Yeah.
How fucking... I remember
Because
that
like
sport.
the
That
whole
was
school
fun.
was involved, so it was just anyone that wanted to enter could enter. So everyone entered
Wow.
because everyone played handball in primary school. And yeah, I came.
Hell yeah.
I came 3rd.
That was the
out of
game to
everyone.
play, man. I remember playing handball every lunchtime, eh? It's like a poor man's game.
Yeah, I felt like the Harry Potter of it though. Like
What?
well, just because I felt like
Like-
a lot of it was luck. It wasn't anything to do with my skill.
Didn't have anything to do that with your bedroom being under a staircase?
No.
Oh, your parents loved you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just felt like it was luck more than skill. But yeah, I came 3rd out of probably 100 kids.
That's pretty good. How old were you?
So, how old are you in grade 6? 11.
Yeah.
That's how good I was.
You fucking nailed it.
If you want to verse me anytime.
You got any so you never got any trophies for anything? Did I ever tell you I played football?
Yep. I saw your little jersey. It's tiny.
If anyone's ever met me, I'm not built like a footy player.
No, you're not.
Built like a jockey. I can't even ride a horse, so I'm built like a very bad jockey. But yeah, I used to play football when I was same age, around about, I think it was like 10, 11 maybe, I don't
can't
know.
imagine you playing sport.
I can still fit into my jersey, that's the sad part.
That's,
Yeah, I was a little kid.
because I just said it was tiny.
But yeah, I played that, and I remember having a few trophies from that. I remember scoring tries too. I was pretty boss.
Aw, you little cutie.
Yeah. Everyone would be like, there goes that little, look at him, that little munchkin. I'd run, like, duck through legs, yeah. It was like Mousetrap, the board game, but live.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
no,
would have paid money to see you play sports.
I can't believe I did it. I used to have, the fucked up thing is I had the same hair, so you'd see me run, you just see this mop running downfield.
Flapping around.
People like distracted. But yeah, I remember playing that. That was around the same time I was getting into skateboarding, because I used to take my skateboard to the football club. I used to try to learn how to skateboard, and I had a one-kick skateboard, when they were cool.
Yeah, I know
Remember the one
exactly.
kick? Did you ever skate?
I know exactly what that is.
What are you
I
gonna
had a
skateboard to?
scooter.
Oh, yeah, they were trends.
I used to do little bunny hops over the drain things.
Oh, you could bunny hop.
Yep. It's so fucking easy on a scooter.
You just jump and lift
You
it with
literally
you.
just jump and lift it with you, and you've got handlebars.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And you could go fast on those things.
Yeah. The amount of times I used to like spin it around and jump and land on it, but get my shins instead.
Oh, the tail whip trick.
Yeah, and oh my god, it hurt. Oh my god, it's metal and it just hurts so much, and I can still remember the feeling and see the bruises.
Yeah, being hit in the shins is one of the most painful things in the world. Yeah, I remember playing soccer at like primary school as well, and you had to wear like shin guards. They made an actual piece of the equipment just to protect your shins, and you had to wear them.
Yeah. And
you couldn't even play if you didn't have them. They took shin kicking very seriously. That's how painful it is.
Yeah.
I remember one of my mates, he just used to get cardboard and just put them under his socks. It's like effective. Very effective.
I suppose they wouldn't tell you to pull your socks down. Because normally they're telling
Prove it.
Normally they tell kids to pull their socks up.
Yeah, that's true.
Pull your socks up.
Fucking... Yeah.
Remember that saying?
Yeah, my mum used to always say that to me. And I actually remember seeing that question one day about it. I was like... What does that even mean?
Did you ever have smart-ass kids in school that would actually physically pull their socks up and just be like, done, what else do you want?
Nah, they were badasses. I stayed clear of the badasses. Pulling their socks up like that. I remember like Pogs, Tarzos, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
They were a big thing. I remember stealing someone's Pogs. Actually, I stole Oddbods as well. Remember those? Man,
No?
see? That's what they do. They get these kids hooked onto collectibles like drugs to the point I was pretty much stealing. That's the equivalent of sucking dick for drugs. I was stealing from kids' bags because I wanted to have all the Tarzos and all the Oddbods.
What is wrong with you? You were stealing from other people's bags?
Yeah. This is like grade 3 and 2 and stuff like that, and I'm like, I gotta collect them all. And they weren't even Pokemon.
You got issues, man. You okay?
I was hooked. On the fucked up thing is, do you know how many chips I bought and never ate? Because I just wanted the Tarzos and the toys out of it.
I believe that though. You waste so much food still.
That was one way to scam people though, eh? Buy out chips and you'll get a toy.
Was your mum cranky at you all the time?
I never told her I stole stuff.
No,
what
but
are you, crazy?
That, yeah, and also too because she was buying you chips and you weren't eating them.
Nah, she didn't know probably.
Oh, it's like if your mum puts an apple in your lunch and you take it to school and you throw it out and then she's like, "How's your lunch?" Like, "Yeah, great apple, thanks, mum."
What colour was it? Shit. I don't know. I ate the skin really quick and I couldn't remember. I got in trouble one lunchtime in grade 1 and 2. They used to sit you in the lunch area, and a lady, I must have chucked my sandwich out, and she came over and she's like, "I saw you chuck this out. Your mum made that. Now eat it." I was like, "It's been in the bin." She's like, "No, there's Glad wrap on it. You'll be fine."
Oh, gross.
But the fucked up thing is, I opened it up and it was peanut butter, and I went, "Mum never makes me peanut butter because she knows I don't eat it." And the lady was sitting there watching me, and I had to eat this peanut butter sandwich that I don't think was mine.
Else's sandwich. That's disgusting. I can't believe a teacher fished something out of the bin and forced a kid to eat it. That's grounds for dismissal, I reckon.
Yep.
Did you tell your mum?
No, because then I'd have to admit that I threw out the original sandwich.
I would have told my mum. I'm such a little princess. I would have been like, "This is outrageous. You need to yell at the school.
You need to demand some sort of
because
revengeance on me."
Because I'm left-handed, and apparently, when we were growing up, being left-handed is like I almost got kept down because I was left-handed.
Really?
Yeah.
It is a disability.
You just need to calm down. No, but because I was in music class, I play the recorder the opposite way to other people, so I'm pretty sure everyone else has the left hand at the top. I find it more comfortable to have my right hand up the top.
Okay.
And so she was yelling at me and saying, because I was in the marching band, because I was super cool.
Yeah, that's what cool kids do.
Yeah. And we had this competition, and I had my hand the opposite way to everybody else, and that's like a big no-no in the marching band.
We're out of formation, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I couldn't help it because I couldn't play it the other way around.
They should have just looked at you.
Not to mention, I was in grade 3, so I'm 8 years old. Well, 7 technically, because I'm born at the end of like almost November.
Yeah, they should have kept you down. You're pretty much like 2 months into the year, and you get to come like ahead with everyone else.
Yeah, like I pretty much only just turned 5 when I went to grade 1.
Wow.
Everyone else was already 6 and I was still 5 and up until the very end of the year.
Anyway,
oh my
so-
god,
so-
that reminds me, totally different story. In grade 1, we used to do this thing where it's your birthday and you'd stand up and they would sing a song for you and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, whose birthday is it this month? And I was like, me, it was my birthday. So they got me to stand up, and because it was my birthday that month, but I didn't want people to know that how old I was for some reason. So they're like,
Self-conscious.
how old are you turning? And I was like, 5. And they're like, aren't you turning 6? And I was like, no.
Why were you lying?
I don't know. I just remember, and then I cried and I had to call my mom, and
Yeah,
there's something seriously wrong with me.
not only the left hand thing's an issue. I'm calling disability right now.
But anyway, back to the left hand thing. Yeah, my mum ended up going to the school and yelling at the lady, the music teacher, because she yelled at me saying that I was a disgrace to the marching band because I had my hand the wrong way round. And
Whoa.
yeah, she
How
was
strict
like,
was this marching
well,
band?
because she was really old fashioned. Apparently, back in her day, they used to smack their hands if they were writing with the wrong hand.
The old cane?
Yeah, because apparently everyone had to be right-handed back in her day.
Really?
Yeah, so if you're left-handed, you weren't allowed to be left-handed. You had to change hands.
Fucked up.
So yeah, it goes to show though, because that's 2 stories that we've both told. Where it's like, that's questionable teacher. Like you had to eat a sandwich out of the bin,
Like a goddamn hobo.
and I was told I was a disgrace because I was left-handed.
Like a goddamn hobo. Yeah, man.
So you would, this day and age, like you do anything
There was
wrong.
no Facebook to defend us back then.
I know. We could have posted it all over. Well, our mums could have posted it over Facebook and gotten those bitches fired.
God damn it, man. Did you bring anything to talk about?
I did actually.
What do you got?
Did you hear about the dude that went on a first date with a woman to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I saw? It's a great movie, by the way, and I love Baby Groot.
Baby Groot sucks dick. Keep going.
Take that back.
Yeah, I can't judge it. Look, just to throw it out there, not a big fan of the Baby Groot. I don't like gimmicks like that, but everyone's convinced me to the point where I may actually go see it.
That movie doesn't work without Baby Groot.
Yeah?
Yep.
He doesn't steal the show?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I treat things like Baby Groot like Donkey from Shrek. They should have called that movie Donkey. No one gave a fuck about Shrek. Everyone liked Donkey.
Because he's funny.
So why don't they call it...
Baby Groot was funny.
So they should call it Baby Groot and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, I mean, that's a long title.
You know they'd sell more. Product. Oh, get this, man. This is how much I hate Baby Groot. I walked into Zing, which is a pop culture store. They sell like toys and all that for people who've never heard of it. If you don't live in Australia, probably. And there was a foam toy, we'll say maybe about this high, so the size of a 1.25 litre bottle of Coke. It was made of foam, just like maybe a dog's toy foam. Like, imagine that. $128
For foam.
for foam.
Like
But it was Baby
foam,
Groot.
or-
Didn't do anything like that. It was literally just like, I guess you...
Did it dance at least?
No, it didn't do anything. It was just a foam. Like, if you had seen it behind a glass cabinet, you'd go, it must be made of vinyl, or it's a sideshow toy or something.
You poked it and it left a fingerprint?
This was a goddamn dog toy for $128. And then right next to it was a moving group for $38 who danced and sung like you were saying. So, I don't know. That's questionable to me.
Which one would you pick?
Well, not the dog toy. But yeah, what were you saying? Guardians
Yeah, back
Galaxy.
to my story.
Oh, yeah. What were you saying?
So the dude took this chick out on a date. They met online, Tinder probably.
Good way to meet girls.
And dudes. Yeah, anyway, they went on a date to the movies, and apparently she spent a lot of time in the cinema on her phone. She was texting her best friend, and her side of the story was her best friend had just gotten dumped and really needed her friend, so she was just kind of messaging her just to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Totally taking him out of the atmosphere of watching the film.
Well, yeah, he was getting pissed off because she wasn't paying attention to the movie, and he just thought this is really rude, and she would put her phone down and the light would still be on, but it would be in her lap, so she wouldn't. Yeah, so I mean, I can understand that would be frustrating because I would get annoyed if I was with someone at the cinema and they were just sitting on their phone the whole time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because the light is very distracting. He's suing her for $17.50, which
Really?
is the price of the movie ticket. And he's very seriously taking her to court to get his money back because it was such a terrible date.
I'm on his side.
I knew you fucking would be, which is why I brought this up, because that's so, like, I can't even... And his excuse for that is he wants to teach her that it's not okay...
And Guardians is a great film.
But, like, who's going to want to date him again after that? Like, you find out that he's sued someone because she was a bad date. Like, you'd be petrified to have a bad date with this guy.
Have a shit date, you get sued, bitch.
Literally just ruined his dating life. And then, and you think about it, if she put out afterwards, would he be suing her?
No. Definitely worth the $17.50 or whatever it cost. To throw your whole love life away.
It kind of just seems like he's suing her because she wasn't interested in him.
I do. I guess I do sit on the fence a little bit with that because I'm very about people wasting their time over petty shit.
And this is so petty.
If something bothered you, just walk away from it. Like it's that people don't realize it's so easy just to turn your head the other way and keep going. And just like if something's an issue, just go away. Go away from it. Don't try to fix it. It's too hard.
Like this dude feels so rejected that he's actually suing her. Like, it's a first date. You've literally just met this person. If you don't connect, then who cares?
I think there's more to the story. Maybe you're right. Maybe they got to the get busy part, and she called Bubba Dick. She called it, and he's like, "Well, fuck you! I need my $17.50 back because you ruined Guardians of the Galaxy." And they got like in a whole dispute. And
he's like, definitely like his ego is bruised over something, and that's why he's suing.
Well, look, like I said, I'm two minds about it because I don't trust the I don't like people that waste their time over petty shit like that. But
on the other hand,
this is the reason I don't like to go to the cinemas and watch films because you're surrounded by other people. I don't want to watch it with strangers too. Like I hate watching it with my friends, but let alone strangers. You can't even say shit to them. You can, but you look like an arsehole and you probably end up on Facebook and getting sued for $17.50.
As someone's status.
Pretty much. Fucking end up in court. But yeah, it's the reason I don't like to go. I don't like watching a film with someone else. I'd rather just watch it at home by myself. No one around. If I like the movie. But if I'm not in the movie, yeah, you can text all you want for it.
Yeah, well.
So he paid for a ticket?
He did. He paid for the ticket.
So it's amazing he doesn't want the money back for his ticket and hers.
It's just ridiculous because, and like people have said to him, yeah, but if you don't win, you'll be paying a lot of money in legal fees for wasting the court's time.
Look.
And he was like, well, yeah, that's only if I don't win. And I'm like,
oh, he's confident.
What jury, if it goes to a jury in their right friggin' mind, would let him win that? That is so dumb.
I honestly reckon they turn to the chick and go, look, do you want to pay $17.50? If she says yes, pay it. If she says no, then go, yeah, she wins. Like, just settle it that way.
But yeah, because he texted her to tell her that he was suing her, and she was like, are you serious? This is the most petty thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, this has to be a joke.
It is pretty bad.
Because it was on the radio, and they read out, like, they got a hold of the text messages that he sent her and her replies. And, like, she was just so stunned and shocked that someone would actually go out of their way to sue her for $17.50, even though it would cost hundreds of dollars more than that just to go to court. Like, and it's such a waste of time, too. There are so many other people that need to go to court for actual things to get their money back for stuff. And this dude's just gone to the movies, spent less than $20 and not liked his date, and now he wants his money back.
Oh, man.
Apparently he's teaching people like her a lesson.
It will teach her a lesson, though, I bet you. She's going to be like, holy fuck, last time I texted in the cinema.
She will never, ever, ever go on a blind date ever again.
Oh, fuck no. Not the risk of being sued.
Like, so apparently the risks are now, when you meet someone online, you can either find a psycho and get thrown off a balcony and killed, or you can get raped, or you can get sued for $17.50 because it was a bad date.
They're all serious, too. They all matter.
They're all serious matters.
That's ridiculous, though.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, man. That's justice for you. That's the world we live in, man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I was listening. I was listening to him speak on the radio, and like he was getting mocked something chronic by
the host
of the radio show, because especially the chick radio host, she was just like, I just cannot.
Do you reckon we can get in touch with him and try to get him on our show?
Oh, that would be hilarious. But he's so up himself.
I reckon we email him. I reckon we do it.
Try and get in contact with
I
him.
will. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll send him an email this week and see, like, just a written interview.
Okay.
Can we do a written interview for our podcast and we'll read it out over the podcast? I'll be like, I'll be totally on his side too. Like, I'll pump him up. I'll get him like, yeah, dude, I totally agree, man. Like, you should have charged for both tickets. But that'll be crack up. I'll try.
I hate this dude. Honestly, I just think
You
he's
don't
such
like
a
him?
pompous prick.
Does he? Did you get to see a photo of him?
No. But you can just the way that he spoke, you can just tell he's very up himself.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You're gonna Google it.
I'm gonna Google what this guy looks like. So what would I type in if I'm trying to look for this?
Dude suing his date.
Dude sues date Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'll just type dude sues date. It's fairly recent. It'll come up.
All right. So this is someone who definitely takes either Marvel very seriously, or he just like I said, Bubba Dick or something.
He was just really into the baby Groot.
He's. I can't really tell if he's ugly. Hang on, you're a girl, so you
I'm a
might
girl.
know. Why am I sitting here trying to judge? Like, yes. I think this is the guy here in the top photo. Hang on. Oh, have a look. So yeah, if I had to,
he looks like an asshole.
he's got glasses, black hair. If you can imagine, who do you reckon he looks like? He looks a little bit like he looks a little bit like, he looks a little bit like Link from, or Rhett, whatever one is from Good Mythical Morning.
He looks a little bit like Josh from Drake and Josh.
Oh yes, but with glasses.
But with glasses.
Mm-hmm. And a baseball cap.
And looks a little bit like an asshole though. So.
Drake looked like an asshole.
No, Drake.
He was an asshole.
Josh.
Oh, he looks like Josh.
He looks a bit like Josh from Josh and Drake.
He got really skinny. Remember how we watched the film recently?
Yeah, he is. No, it was Big Bang Theory. He was on.
No, I didn't see that. Me and you watched a film recently where he was in it. It was like.
Did we?
It was a
I don't know. We watched a lot of things.
Yeah, it was really shit. It was about a supermarket and he steals the money out of the till and all that shit. And it was taken from 4 different. I don't remember what it's called. It's on Netflix.
I don't think you watched that with me. Did you imagine that I was there?
Yes.
Did you feel so lonely that you pretended I was there?
You know what? I think I might sue you. Because that was such a bad time for me, or for you. For me. Wait, you should sue me. I swear I watched it with you, but I don't know, I could have watched it by myself. But yeah, I saw him in it and I was like, he's really skinny. What's his name? What's his name again? Josh Peck?
Yeah. Are you sure maybe I wasn't asleep when you put this on already?
Look, I don't think it's really important to the listeners how, if we'd really watched this film or not. Look, just IMDb, Josh Peck.
I just don't remember watching it, that's all. I'm just trying to piece together your story.
You know what show sucked from Nickelodeon?
None.
Nah. iCarly. I couldn't stand that shit.
I don't think I ever really watched iCarly.
It was the daughter from Drake and Josh's little sister was the main name.
I know.
She's that show sucked dick. I didn't really like, actually. There was a lot of shows. Like, I never really got into the live action shows. I love the cartoons. Who couldn't love the cartoons? But Drake and Josh was one of the ones I thought it was funny.
Drake and Josh definitely was a funny show.
Yeah.
And they still continue on with their jokes. Like Josh and the Oprah joke.
Yeah.
Because in the show, something about Josh hit Oprah with his car or something. But it was like a joke. Or, I don't know. I very vaguely remember it. But they still, to this day, with whatever acting gigs they do, somehow that joke ends up right in there.
In there.
Yeah. They were on some other TV show. They made reference to something. One of them was meeting the other one. And he was like, oh, you remind me of someone. I know. And the other dude was just like, oh, I don't know, something. And he's just like, oh, do you know what, this story sucks? Because I just don't remember it. I have it in my head, but I can't say it out loud because I just don't really remember it. So
it's great for the podcast.
I'm just not going to, yeah.
He
Stop talking about it.
Drake went on to do, like, Josh still did films, but Drake, he was a musician for a bit, but he's the new voice of Spider-Man on the Disney Channel, the animated series.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure it is him, yeah. So there you go. He squeezed his way
cool.
into the Marvel Universe. He did Superhero, where he pretty much mocks the Marvel Universe through the whole film. And now he's a part of the MCU.
Yeah, I started watching
MCU,
that movie. Superhero.
Did you?
On the plane.
No,
on the way to Melbourne.
True.
Yeah. Oh, you were sitting next to me.
I didn't see it. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, you were asleep.
Yeah, I passed out. Alright, look, as soon as I get on a plane, that's sleep time for me.
Actually, it was like 3 seconds. I don't think we'd even taken off yet, and you're like friggin' doing those head was bopping down, going back up things.
Yeah, I get bored really easy. That's the issue. So sitting on a plane's like ultimate boredom.
I feel like next time we go to Melbourne, you should take your little spinny thing.
Hey, I went for a tour on the last flight. I went to the bathroom, checked out the bathroom. Oh, yeah, it was a nice place.
You did too. I thought you were brave.
Thing is, we were sitting right next to the toilet.
That's true. It was right there. We were in the very last row, and literally the toilet was right near our face.
I was the only asshole that used the loo as well. No one else got up for the whole flight, I don't think.
No, well, it was only a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Did a fucking good number on that toilet, that's for sure.
Peed everywhere, didn't you? Bit of turbulence, just all over the place.
Yeah. Pushed the flush as I was pissing. Sucked me down for a bit. It was a crazy mess. You wouldn't believe.
Were you sitting down?
I squat the wee. Especially on a plane. No, I wasn't. I was just joking.
Are the toilets like cruise ship toilets?
What are the cruise ship toilets like? They suck?
They suck down, yeah.
I'm
I'm pretty sure everything just gets released into the ocean.
A little bit like that. I'm pretty sure you have to put the lid down for it to actually suck out shit, because there's been too many incidences where people were doing a wee and their dicks get sucked in, like I was just saying. That happens.
So weird.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. I've seen.
Why do you tell me things? You know I'm going to believe you. And every single time, why do I believe you? Because I know you're just telling me bullshit.
Like, if you got a really big dick, it hits the bottom of the toilet, and that especially sucks it in. I'm kidding. Have you seen Soul Plane, where Kevin Hart's character gets stuck on the toilet and he sues the airport?
I actually haven't seen Soul Plane.
Oh, we got to watch that flick.
Oh, we can watch it tonight.
We can see how it all works. Because black guy's got a really big dick, so.
Oh, that's the story.
They set it up really good. Oh, what are we going for? 40 something minutes?
Have we? God. Time flies when you're having a super swell time.
Well, holy crap, it's way past midnight. This is a late podcast for us.
It's a good thing I don't have plans tomorrow.
I do. I got work at 10.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep in.
Well, you enjoy that.
I will.
And I'll enjoy the hell that is my work.
Okay. You enjoy that.
Did you bring anything else to talk about?
I didn't.
I didn't think I brought the Game of Thrones thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
That was my thing. I thought we would talk about the dude suing the chick for ages, but we didn't, because obviously.
Oh, we talked about it for a bit.
You know. But yeah, no,
Where's my phone? I wrote down a list of things. Pass. No, don't throw.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you gotta meet me halfway, man.
All right. Now, for those who are listening, what would you like to listen to? I've wrote down a few things here.
Oh,
wait.
dick flick for the week.
Oh, that's right. All right, let's do that right now.
Okay.
All right.
Do we have one? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Hey, you're yeah, that's totally how we set up Dick Flick of the Week. So this is the segment where we...
I don't know. It's my first day.
It's your second day, and you should be right on the money.
Why did I pour it in this? I'm just making my life so hard right now.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm doing. I'm just saying this out loud.
So anyway, Dick Flick, sorry. This is a segment we came up with, 20 minutes before the show. And it was so funny. I was like, let's turn this into a segment. This is a segment where we bring you one film each week that has a decent dick scene in it, where you get to see an actual cock. Yeah?
Which is really rare. And I feel, as a woman that loves...
cock.
The ugliness that is a penis.
Unfortunately, you have to like penises.
Like, no, I don't have to like them. Like, there are plenty of women that, only enjoy the penis for what it's used for.
Yeah, but they'll never make it onto Dick Flick of the Week.
Who?
The women Oh wait, did you say women with penises?
What? No.
Sorry, I totally zoned out.
You're not even listening
I'm
to me.
googling. I'm googling the dick flick of the
What's
week.
the point of even talking?
Look, it's the dick flick of the week. We haven't even got it set up yet. It's everyone's favourite segment, duh.
Yeah.
So we've got to make sure we get this right.
It's their favourite ever. Any segment ever. Why am I talking?
So yeah, with this segment, we are going to give you a film each week that has a dick in it because, you know, we know you guys want to know this.
Because it's always such a massive surprise when there's a dick in a scene.
Actually, yes, I will admit that. If I have...
You're never shocked to see boobs. You're never shocked to see, like, you know, bum or a vagina flap.
That's another... Well, yeah, seeing a dick on screen's part of the reason I don't go to cinemas as well. I don't need to see an extra size cock on screen.
Everybody needs to see an extra large size cock on the screen. That's the whole reason we go to the cinema.
Alright, so let's reveal. I don't go to cinemas for dicks, come on.
Yes, you do.
Alright, she's on to me. Alright, so dick flick of the week, Manda kind of gave it away just before.
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Spoiler.
So in this one, you get to see Jason Segel, the star, one of the co-stars of How I Met Your Mother, Freaks and Geeks, and you got to see little Segel in this.
Segel Jr.
He actually, I think there's two versions of this film. There's one where you don't get to see it, and there's one where you do get to see it. So I have seen it. I have seen the size of Mr. Segel's cock. And I wouldn't call it Little Seagull, that's for sure. But yeah, do you know what's fucked up about that? Not only did they have to get Jason to like show his cock on film, but he also had to do the dick slap where it made that flopper flopper
That's
flop.
right.
It was like a...
wasn't that all improvised though? He just did that?
I'm not too sure. Well,
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm fairly certain that wasn't in the script and he just did it. And so Sarah Marshall... What's-her-face's reaction to it is actually a natural... That's her reaction to him doing it because she was, like, not expecting to see his dick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shock for the actor, I guess. Considering that, like, she's fucking, like, at the same level as his cock almost. And there's a scene where he hugs her and everything.
Yeah. She was not expecting it.
Oh, yeah,
which makes it even more funny.
I just found this article. Jason Segel reveals his mum cried when she watched his full frontal nude scene of Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Oh, God. Let's see what it's got to say here. She cried, he told magazines. That's what it says. He literally says she cried. I would like to inform you all that Jason has chosen to do a full frontal nudity. Something wrong. Yeah, it literally just says she cried. In quotation marks.
Happy
and goes
tears?
on to explain the scene, which you can go watch it. That's the whole point of Dick Flick of the Week. So yeah, that's our Dick Flick of the Week.
Do we know
times? No,
times?
We'll make sure we bring that to you next time.
Yeah. So every week or every podcast we do, because sometimes we might do more than one a week, we will bring to the table a dick.
A literal dick.
And we'll give times so that you can not waste your time having to see the whole movie if you just want to see
the dick
some
parts.
dick.
There you go. But yeah, we'll bring in times. Next time we'll be a little bit more prepared for this.
Oh, I have another one.
No, you can save it for next week.
Okay.
One dick flick a week. Come on.
This one's for the
We don't want to overwhelm them.
For the ladies.
Oh, who's the star of this dick? Can you give a little hint for next week?
It's a no-name actor.
No one wants to see his dick then.
But it's in a very well-known movie that was made from a TV show.
Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Now you got me fucking... The suspense.
You are
Suspense is killing
totally
me.
not gonna care when I tell you.
There was something else we were talking about during the week that I just saw on my list. Lucky I wrote this list down. These New York sitcoms. Now, I've heard living in New York's quite expensive. Like living in any city. But,
Like Sydney.
yeah, Sydney seems pretty expensive. But, yeah, how did some of these, like, sitcoms, like, that are based in New York, how did the characters in these films actually afford these apartments? You know, we're questioning that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about it with watching Friends, but then it's sort of explained. Like, Monica's apartment was actually her grandma's, so that was kind of given to her. And Chandler gets paid pretty well, I'm pretty sure, but Joey doesn't have much money.
It's funny you say Friends because they're actually first on the list. I've got a diagram here. You can sort of see.
Look at you with your diagrams.
Yeah, no, I'm prepared, you know.
I'm a little bit
Take this very
impressed.
seriously. Between dick flicks and this is my life now. Okay, so basically what I got here is a diagram, and it tells you what roughly they were spending a month to live in these apartments, but also what they were earning from their jobs. I'm not too sure how accurate all this is, but it's kind of fun to look over. Now, I'm going to go... It even tells you the location, what show these characters are from, and all that. So I'll go over them and kind of just like... Well, I'm an hour over these, because some of them are a bit debatable.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Friends. They're talking about Monica and Rachel's apartment, which was located in Greenwich Village, Manhattan, New York. So their total income for a month between them was about $9,300.
Yeah.
They were paying about $5,000 in rent a month.
How do they know that, though? Because anyone that's watched the show knows that that apartment was actually her grandma's apartment that was given to her.
Was it paid off? Do we know that?
Well, that's not actually mentioned, but I'm pretty sure it's owned, so they're just paying off a mortgage.
Usually when you use the term, like, if you're going to use the character of a grandma giving it to her, then the grandma, by the time they're that age, they've usually paid off the home.
Exactly.
Alright, so you're calling, nah.
I'm calling
You
bullshit,
like bullshit
on that one.
Alright. Next one, another famous sitcom. This is actually the sitcom I think that started in New York, like making New York the base of the sitcom. And this one was Seinfeld. So he lived in Upper West Side, Manhattan, New York. His income, now he's a successful stand-up comedian, it says here, who was earning $7,700 a month, but only paying $2,500 a month on rent. So his apartment was pretty...
In the 80s, don't forget.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, his apartment was quite small too.
So that's probably a lot of money for the 80s.
So yeah, he I don't know what a stand-up comedian would make. I assume it's a lot of cash in hand shit, but it says successful, so he might get paid well.
I'm assuming there'd be bank accounts involved if he's successful.
What I'm curious more about, not Jerry so much, but Kramer.
Kramer never had a full-time job.
How the fuck did he earn it? Dead grandmother, you reckon?
He must have just some disposable cash somewhere. Like, he's such a quirky character that you would just never know with that guy.
He's almost the type of character that probably sued someone for, like, running over his foot in quotation marks. That whole, what movie is that where, like, he's pretty much just been living off the savings from a case? I can't remember what film that is. I thought it was a Billy Man. No, like a kind of like an Adam Sandler style movie. Anyway, so we're just doing New York sitcoms, but a lot of these aren't based in New York. So I might just go over the ones that are kind of interesting. There's a few shows on here that kind of suck dick, like Full House. I never really watched. Boy Meets World, Family Matters, a few old school ones. Frasier? No, that's shit. Big Bang Theory, here we go. There's one you like. Experimental Physicist is Leonard, and Theoretical Physicist was...
Sheldon.
Spock.
Sheldon.
It reminds me of Spock.
That's the point of his character.
Oh, was he the basis?
Pretty much. He was actually supposed to be a Barney type character.
No.
Which is why Neil Patrick Harris, I'm pretty sure originally auditioned for Sheldon.
Yeah.
But he didn't get it, and then he went on to do How I Met Your Mother instead.
Did they get released at the same time?
Around the same time, yeah. Because Big Bang Theory is on season 10 or 11 or 12 or some shit now.
Oh, man. I just spilled my drink.
Just leave it. It's going to soak in.
We're having a bad night. I'm sitting on a towel right now because I spilled... It's the funniest thing. Your face... I didn't
know what you did. You jumped up so fast as if there was a huntsman spider down your pants, ripped your pants off so you're just in your underwear. You turn around and it looks like you've shat yourself or something because there's just a giant wet patch where your bum is. Like,
I did one of those wet shits.
so to me, it just looks like you've shat your pants, gotten up, took your pants off, turned around, and there's a massive wet diarrhea patch on your ass.
My first reaction was to rip my fucking pants off. And you're like, whoa, like it's a spider. I'm like, I spilled my drink. It's cold.
I don't think I've laughed so hard.
Oh, man.
And then you went into the laundry and you bent over in your underwear and you had this massive wet patch.
Is that what you're laughing at?
That's why I couldn't stop laughing. Because you're bending over to pick up a towel or whatever you were doing. And you just had this big wet patch where your bumhole is.
I didn't know why you're laughing. I'm like, no, like concerned, like clean it up, quick, you gotta stay in the couch. And then you were just sitting there pissing yourself laughing, like, what are you laughing at? And then, when I got to the bathroom to change my underwear, I saw it. You know what's fucked up? I still got one sock on right now. Went from when I ripped my pants off so fucking viciously, my
God.
socks
It was
came
like,
off.
if you can imagine Bruce Almighty where he does the clap and then...
that strip scene.
and strips off real quick. That was you.
That was totally me.
It was like some really hot chick was just like, let's have sex. You're like, phew, pants are gone.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
That was a good laugh.
That was a good distraction from what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Okay. Big Bang Theory.
That's right. All right, cool. Oh, man. I'm still sticky, too. It's so gross. So... Big Bang Theory, yeah. So they're both physicists, as everyone knows.
They both have grants though for their respective.
Well, look at these
science thingies. I don't know.
Really, look at these figures. Honestly, this is what they earn between them a month: $15,000
a month. That's a lot.
I know, and they only pay $1,700 a month on rent.
Yeah,
so
well, they've got a lot of money, and also Sheldon gets paid by checks, and he doesn't cash them. He just puts them in a drawer.
That makes a lot of sense. He seems like the type of character that doesn't really... Well, he buys a lot of comics and stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, no, no.
He's got heaps of collectibles and goes to Comic-Con and does all the stuff that you do. So you're a massive nerd. I do the same things.
Yeah, but I'm a cool nerd. Come on, man. Oh, no, sorry, that's you. You and the March Man. I forgot.
Whoa.
Oh.
I feel really attacked right now.
Hey, here's one that you might like. This would cheer you up. The New Girl. You watch this.
I do watch New Girl. I can sum this one up up for you. There's four people living in one apartment.
What do you reckon all four of them earn? Do you reckon they earn more than the Big Bang Theory guys or less?
No, less.
Do you reckon all four of them earn less than those two together?
A month, yes.
All right, can you name their jobs? All four of them?
One's a teacher, one's a bar manager / owner.
Yep.
One is there's the coach, and there's also Winston, who was a professional basketballer.
No, well, you got two wrong so far.
And he also worked in radio.
Yep, so you got that one. So
it depends on which season we're talking about. And Schmidt is some dude that works for some big company.
Marketing,
yeah.
So no one would guess that.
Schmidt is very rich.
Is Schmidt the funny one? The dopey one? Or was that Nick?
Nick is the funny, miserable, dopey one that
Schmidt's
works
the
in a
weird
bar.
one. Hey, he's kind of like...
He used to be really fat, and he lost a lot of weight.
Yes, okay. Because I've watched a few of these with
I
you.
fucking love New Girl.
All right, so...
Schmidt actually would earn quite a bit of money with what he does.
Marketing.
Yep. Nick is always broke. He never has any money.
He's a bartender.
Jess would earn however much a teacher earns, because she's primary school, high school teacher.
One thing about bartenders...
They base their thing on tips.
Yeah, well...
And I don't think
bartenders is kind of like... Being a bartender is
miserable.
one of those type of jobs now where it's like... That's kind of hip. That's kind of cool to be a bartender. That's a cool job.
Honestly, most people that work in bartending, it's just a bit of extra cash for them, or it's just easier for them to get a job working in a bar, or to get more than one job.
But we're talking about the status quo of being a bartender. It's kind of cool. If you tell people you're a bartender, that's kind of cool, right?
No.
Oh, God. You're ruining... Come on, you're ruining my theory here.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, being a bartender is a cool thing.
Woo,
yeah.
So cool.
Well, I feel like it's one of those
maybe if
jobs.
you're 18 and your friend's like, I work in a bar, you'd be like, oh my God, cheap drinks. Fuck yeah.
No, I feel like it's one of those jobs you get to hang out, you can drink at it, you work in a party environment, you're usually pretty good looking, you're a nine or higher usually.
You've been to a bar, right?
Yeah, well, the ones I go to. Come on. That's the vibe I get from bartenders.
I feel like you're
drunk. Party atmosphere.
You are drunk every time you go.
It's a party atmosphere, maybe for us. Anyway, back in the days though, isn't that kind of like the shit kicker job they would give to the kings, like servant, the squire? They would pour drinks. It was like
servant thing.
It was like a servant. It was looked down upon to be a bartender. Now I feel like I go to clubs sometimes and bartenders look down on me because I can't afford a drink with a note because it's in silver change. And I look at them going, pff.
Do they realise, though, that when you give them a big note, they give you shitty little change, so you have to give them all their change back?
Yeah, fair's fair.
Exactly.
You give me
You go to the valley with only notes, and then somehow halfway through the night, you have lots and lots of coins.
Yep. So, anyway, that was... and that's Paul Slaughter of the Week.
For anyone listening, the Valley is the nightclub central of Brisbane in Australia.
Yep.
Brisbane
if you're ever
City.
in Brisbane, go visit the Valley. You'll have such a great time hanging out with the hobos and all the drunks.
You might get punched in the back of the head.
It's a great time.
Just by some random...
Anyway, so let's go back to the new girl. Total income between all four of them: school teacher, bartender, radio production assistant, and marketing associate. They earn $13,000.
I knew it was less.
But they pay about $4,600 for their rent. So I guess
Schmidt would earn a lot. Would be majority of that would just be Schmidt.
So he gets the master bedroom?
No, he has the smallest room. He somehow
got fucked over.
In that situation. Yeah.
We got Step by Step. I don't watch that. Mad Men.
No.
This one's interesting anyway. I don't watch the show, but his income, I assume it's... What is he here? Ad agency creative director. This is the character of Don Draper.
Of what show?
Mad Men.
Oh, I don't... No idea.
Yeah, I don't watch it either. But his income's like $12,000. Just by himself.
I get not that much money a month, hey?
And here's the one that I really questioned. This is the one that was on my mind. So this is the last one. When I think of New York sitcoms, I think of this show, How I Met Your Mother. Ted Mosby, when he was living by himself. So he's an architect.
He's an architect, though, and he was the youngest architect to have a skyscraper in New York.
Well, looking at his figures, he still doesn't earn that much.
And he would have gotten paid for his piece in the New York Times as well.
All right, well, let's have a look at it. Income, $4,900 a month.
For being an architect.
Not much, eh?
No, but he would get commission off of a lot of the stuff that he does.
Well, this is his income overall.
Yeah,
this is what
that would be his base rate.
No, this is what they've came up with. This is how much he earns. Rent, $3,700 a month. That means that leaves him with what? We got 3 of the 9 carry that. So what's that's 12.
That's good maths.
That's $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
Divide that into 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Have you seen how much drinking they do on How I Met Your Mother? They are drinking at that bar every goddamn night. How can they afford it? How could he afford it?
Yeah, but they crate all their drinks.
Look, I'm just saying.
They're pretty much there to hang out every night. They don't get drunk every night, that's for sure.
I don't feel like he could survive with that. I think that's questionable
That's
to me.
$300 a week.
Well...
You survive off $20 a week.
Yeah, true. But I don't live in New York. Like, rent aside. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. For anyone that might actually care.
Yeah.
That's probably...
Also, I feel like, too, it's a TV show. Who cares?
Hey?
It's a TV show. You watch it for the entertainment, not for how much they earn.
Yeah, no,
and whether it's plausible that, you know, like half the crap that happens on any TV show would not ever happen in real life. How many people get murdered on Neighbours?
Well, thank you for ruining my whole goddamn segment. I try to make it look like we cared.
Oh, we totally care.
Nah, it's just a fun little thing I thought I'd bring. But I need to go to the toilet really bad. Should we just wrap this show up? It's been going for about an hour now.
Yeah, if you want to.
I really need to go.
You gotta go.
Well,
you got places to be.
Man. We drink during these things.
Yeah.
We've actually.
I peed before we started, So
You did the smart thing.
I did.
So there you go. We gave you some Game of Thrones kind of news. We gave you some very beautiful picture. What'd you draw?
It's a boat.
That's a boat. Look at you.
Boats. That's a How I Met Your Mother reference. Anyone that's seen it?
Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do like your boat. You did shading and everything.
I did.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up. What do we got? Should we tell them we're doing Supernova?
Yep. We are doing Supernova.
And do you know the dates? I always forget the dates.
So I'm pretty sure it's around the 16th to 18th of June. We're going to be in Sydney.
I've got the dates here. So Sydney Supernova, yeah, 16th to the 18th is Sydney Supernova. Will be in Artist Alley. New issue 6 of Machineland is out. You got to come have a look. Some cool shit going on in that book.
Mm-hmm. We'll be sitting with Kieran.
Yeah, so our mate Kieran, who's also an artist and a writer, he did a comic book series called The Talking Bread. If you're a fan of like retro horror, but kind of spoof on that with zombie bread, come check that out. Yeah, he did really well last time for one of his first major cons we did down in Melbourne.
He's caught con fever now. He wants
to do them all. So
which is awesome. So you'll probably see him at all the cons now.
Mm-hmm. We'll be doing a few with him. Come check out Machineland. Issue 6 is now out. Come check out Talking Bread. Issue 2 may be out. I don't know. You have to find
I think he's pushing it because he was either almost done or done drawing issue 2, and I think he really wants to get it out before Sydney. So
all right, awesome. I'm actually hurting. Let's go.
All right.
So check us out at Supernova. We got links. We got Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow us both at Twitter. Pauldo at Destroy Your Head and Amanda Carp cosplay at Amanda Carp. Check us out on Instagram. Same things.
Amanda Carp, Destroy Your Head.
Destroy Your Head. SoundCloud and iTunes, we're up on that, or any podcasting app. Go download it. Just look Destroy Your Head. No podcast, just Destroy Your Head. Oh, my mic.
It fell.
Look, I'm like antsy here. Amanda, wrap this up. I need to go piss. Really
okay,
bad.
Well.
Oh, God.
I don't have anything to say.
All right, then. Throw the theme song up.
Okay. Bye. Oh, God.